comes tonight. Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people called on Joel Embiid to be more aggressive. The process accepted that with humility, saying, I want to be great, and it's only right for people to expect me to drop 35 a night. At the same time, he said, I'm not a selfish player. If the defense double teams me, it's about me.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jay, the franchise is out there with Clarkson. Then it's the franchise, and it's baddest one in the small forward. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. In your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and in attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. He's covered by Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid wide open. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Clarkson passes to the franchise. Here's Carlos. It's good from long range.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Yellow softly drops in the floor.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to the franchise. Here's baddest one. The shot from the low post is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
At the 10, and Embiid is right there.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He takes it in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer by Embiid. Unable to get that one. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Carlos. No good on the 3.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
He is covered by Clarkson. He's off on that one. Getting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Baddest one passes to the franchise. To the wing right side. They set the pick. To the middle. Kicks it to Clarkson. Pass to the franchise. Here's the franchise. Takes the three. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Over to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. That shot misses. Clarkson on the wing. On target from 13 feet.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
33% here in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's the franchise. Here's Aguilar, the 7-footer falls.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an area pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy his size is pretty impressive too.
And the 3 off target. Gone just a shade under 50% of the field. 5 of 11. Here's the franchise. He's got 6. Back to Clarkson. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 5 now.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
Beyond the arc. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Over to the left wing. Here's baddest one. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. With D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
He's close to the rim. The attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Here's the franchise. To the left side wing. Here's baddest one. Cleans the 3-pointer. Baddest one's got his second bucket.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's the franchise. Here's Aguilar. Nice move. And he dumps it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
around 24 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Back to Ski. And in the end, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Back in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, and especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient and allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
To the left wing, out deep. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. To the inside, out to the right wing. Here is Skinny. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Embiid. Fade away. Rebounded by Clarkson. Has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this match. Passes to the rim. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. They're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 7. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Just 35% to start the game. Pass to Embiid. That one a little long. Embiid's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Here's the franchise. He's got 8. Now the pass to Ramos. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
1:33 left here in the first quarter. Embiid the screen. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And how about the numbers here for the franchise? First in assists, first in free throw percentage, and he's an absolutely devastating offensive weapon. Number 2 in the league in scoring.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Here's the franchise. There's the pick. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. The franchise has got 11 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's the great one. 11-point game is last outing. Here's Skinny. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here he goes, and there it is for him. He has 5.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's the franchise. There's a screen. Goes up on the wing, and he connects with the jumper.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's the visiting team with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They're working. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those.
It's about the idea that the day you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got the franchise. Jay out there with the franchise. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and his baddest one at the 3 spot. Bucket is good.
Wow, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's the franchise. 13 points in the game. Here's the screen. The 3. That one misses. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's the franchise. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 5.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's the franchise. 3-pointer. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now is elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
It's stolen. Here's Gilas and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Fires from deep. That one doesn't go. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Passes it to the franchise. Here's the franchise. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Off with the layup. He's covered by Clarkson. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
The franchise passes to the franchise. Here's the franchise. Pass to Aguilar. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the franchise. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Goes up from the top of the key. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The franchise passes to Battisburg. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Battisburg's got 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Jacks up a 3. No good on the shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
But we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Here's Carlos. That 3 off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Hits it from 3-point range. 8 points for him.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
He dishes it to Clarkson. That's it, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Up top, Embiid. A Has it go from deep. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Well, it's such a fluid shooting motion from Embiid. I mean, most times you just assume that his jumper is dropping.
Here's the franchise. 18 points for him. Baddest one passes to the franchise. Kept alive. Aguilar uses both hands to slam it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
So both teams changing it up here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Look at the franchise, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. Has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want it. And he banks in the layup. Skinny's got 5.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Stripped away. Takes it inside. It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Carlos. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more visible.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's the basket. Skinny. Here's the franchise. 20 points for him. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Lots of room. That one, no good. Here's the franchise. He's got 23. Here's Skinny.
Good challenge that time by Embiid, using all that length quite well.
Good D by Nba2k. For the 3. That shot off. Here's the franchise. Here's Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. Out to the wing. Passes it to Skinny. 6 to shoot. Tries again, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that's not
really?
true. I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. He has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
1:44 left in the first half. Yep, it counts.
Boy, so much confidence in himself, especially for a young guy. I mean, Clarkson drains it with a hand in his face.
Shoots a fader. Basket counts.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really didn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
.121 left to play here in the half. Here's the franchise. 23 points in the game. Launches a three. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Yellow. From outside off the mark. In a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Shot from 16, and that's good for 2. Houdini's got 5.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. Drives to the hoop. He's covered by Clarkson. A floater. Rebounded by Clarkson. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. 11 feet away. Count that one. 25 points for the franchise.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
They've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Here's Ramos. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to 2K Sports. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, they're getting to the line more.
And now with the second. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. The franchise has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. At the top of the key, Embiid. the top of the key.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Big struggles apparent. 37% from the field. He's covered by Clarkson. Teardrop shot. It's blocked. But they recover it. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him. A tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting at all cylinders. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Here's Carlos. Off target from 3-point range. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Kicks to Embiid. Yellow. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Here's the franchise. 25 points in the game. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
They set the pick. Connects from 3-point range. The franchise has got 28.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass the baddest one. Got it. Good job in the low post. Baddest one's got 10.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's the 3. No good on that one.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Clarkson. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He's covered by Clarkson. Gallo. And it's off from 3-point range. Gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Clarkson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And so he hits both. Gone just 25% from the field here in the second half through 2 of 8. They get a hand on it. Here's the break. Just 5 to shoot. Driving inside. And it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Just 2 to shoot. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. The franchise passes to Aguilar. Right wing. Clarkson on the wing. 15 points in the game. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And it's blocked. Here's the franchise. And he has 28 points for the game. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clarkson's gone 6 of 13 here. That's 46% field goal percentage. No good from outside. Got 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. There's a good screen. Carlos. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wide open look. He can't get it to go.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. 32% for the night. That's a big throw to their side right now. Out left in the wing. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's the screen from the arc. Good on the triple. The franchise has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Looking to get back on track here. That shot is off.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
No, Kevin, not a penny, not a manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the money.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we have some time now to show you which rookies had the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Look at the franchise, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Yep, and this past month, guys, he's been really unstoppable, scoring at will. Gaining more and more confidence as he does so. It will be hard to get him out of that zone at this point, playing with a lot of confidence.
Shoots the 3. No good. Gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Shot from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Clarkson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
The total answer for this team, Clarkson on one tonight.
Into the lane. No good with the layup. Gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And that one is stuffed right through.
Elevating like a rocket booster. Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
He's covered by Clarkson. The baseline J off the mark.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And that one drops. 35 points for the franchise.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
They need this. Yep, that one goes.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise, just 1 of 7 from the field.
It's been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis. And then on Wednesday, and the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. And 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. To the paint. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's the franchise. 37 points for him. Here's the great one. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Carlos. Misses, and he wants that one back.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Skinny, got a piece of it. From outside the arc. No good that time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
From down in the low post, it goes. 39 points for the franchise.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now. It's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Out the ditch to Clarkson, to the right side. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Tries from the block. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Looking to get it going. Nailed from three-point land.
drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Carlos, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Oh! What appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
The pass to the great one. Here's Houdini to the left wing. The franchise passes to Skinny. He used that pitch to perfection.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And so it's the visiting team holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there for him.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got the franchise. Shaking big out there with Houdini. Then it's the franchise. And one of the major pushes from NBA players was to get more people, Clark, out to vote.
Love it, Kevin. Again, creativity. Clearly, this circumstance and the climate of our country, the platform that NBA players and all athletes have to be able to voice their concerns and inspire and encourage and help others become aware of things that are not right and what we can do to influence and inspire change. All of that is part of our responsibility as human beings to try to live right and do right by others. The things I've seen from the players in their agitation and activation and commitment is inspiring, and it's compelling me to think about how I can be more and be better and do more and do better.
We got a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executed. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Five on the clock. The steal. Here's Shake and Bake with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Passes it to the franchise. Here's Shake and Bake. Pass to the franchise. Right block shot. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The 3 ball. That shot off the mark.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
To the wing on the left. Here's Ramos. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Clark, because of COVID, the timeline for this season has been altered. Are you ready for more summer basketball?
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm not sure. I've always been a proponent of the season being shorter at the NBA level. I know it's impossible. The toothpaste is out of the tube in terms of obligations on the media front. But I think the league would be better served starting a little bit later, ending sooner. If summer basketball has to happen at the NBA level, I would hope it's the last time we have to do deep summer basketball. I think it's more of a winter sport that trickles into the late spring versus being a summer game at the pro level.
Chalk up two there.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And there's the pass to the franchise. Sinks the three-pointer.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's the three, and he's good on the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Sweet little floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Hey, Clark, what were your thoughts as a fan watching the bubble play down in Orlando? Did it seem surreal at all to you?
It didn't seem surreal, Kevin. I thought it was pulled off quite nicely, as a matter of fact. I mean, the fact there weren't any real fans there for the most part was a little different, but I thought the court looked good. The players were the best in the world, as they always are. I thought the broadcast came across just as it would in a normal circumstance. I didn't find much different about it other than the fact that there weren't tens of thousands of fans in the building.
Passes it to Shaken. Pass to Ramos. A baseline J. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have trained.
The tray. That shot, no good. Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Offline with his three. Doing well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Tries it from 9. No good, shot missing. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
And the pass to Shaken. Pulls up from the corner. The shot, no good. Just 34% from the floor. Well, we know, Clark, that something that's also going to impact the NBA this season. Teams are not going to get a lot of footage of the incoming draft class.
Great point, Kevin. And again, that's why the executives get paid the big bucks. Hopefully they've done plenty of work to see a number of players prior to the college tournament being canceled. And it's a bit of an art and science equation anyway when you're evaluating young players. And this just exacerbates it a bit because you don't have that little bit more of information that you'd like to have. So in that case, you go with what you do have to the best of your ability.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. To the left side wing. It's good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Ramos. Off target with his three. On 6 of 13. So just about 46% on their field goal attempts are in the quarter. From past the arc. No good that time. Look at the fourth quarter has looked shabby. 38%. Fires from 18. The shot's good.
You know, the defense was on the shooter, but in the end, sometimes you just have to tip your hat to better offense.
Out to the right wing. Inside. Goes back up. 4 on the clock. Good on the shot. And a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting at all cylinders. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. For 3. That shot missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Passes to the franchise. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he uses the glass on the lane.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Baseline J on the way. They get it back. To the paint. Second chance shot. Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Just 35%. They've got to get better looks. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. What a difference in this crowd right now.
That's how you silence a building.
But Greenline's gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. And And 101 left to play in the final quarter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
13 feet away. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Over to the left wing. Good on the three-point shot. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. There's the pick. Another shot. Pass to the franchise. From beyond the arc, off target. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.